So, as many people know, uh, 2 days ago on the 21st, the new Roadhouse movie starring the notorious one, Conor McGregor, released. Um, I watched it, and so I'm just gonna be giving my thoughts. Uh, First off, 63% Rotten Tomatoes, 6.3 out of 10 IB. That's about what I'd rate it. Yeah, that's reasonable. Um, wasn't the best movie, but it was a lot of fun. If you don't go into the movie thinking that this is going to be some fucking fantastic movie, and you don't go into it expecting it to be some like Oscar award winning thing, then you'll enjoy it. I liked it. I like the scenes that they had with the UFC. That was cool. They got those a year ago. That's pretty fucking sick. To see those coming back up. Crazy to and like when you watch the weigh-ins and you realize that that happened during the John Jones fight with Cyril Gahn, it's a little fun. Like, oh man, it kind of tells you how long they actually took with this movie. Jake Gyllenhaal's character, pretty fun. Pretty, he did a good job, but like I don't like his whole character. There's a point where he was like, I'm not afraid of what I'm gonna do, of what people are gonna do to me. I'm afraid of what happens when I let go, when I let kind of like a stupid like Sigma edit fucking moment. And it was like, that kind of like, uh, McGregor, fuck, yeah, it literally 100% of what I expected. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal gets stabbed like 6 times during this movie, and I don't know, like, because it says this takes, he's only here for a month, so I really don't know how long he's there for, like 90% of the wounds to recover. But he gets stabbed like 6 times. McGregor, his character, I liked it. He did a good job with it. He portrayed the kind of like psychotic, hey man, I'm just a guy. They want me to come hurt you. I think that's funny. I'm gonna hurt you now. I liked it. It was good. But the thing is, I kind of wish they like gave him a little bit more character, so he's not just whole, hey man, I'm a psycho and I'm gonna hurt you and I'm gonna laugh while I'm doing it, and I'm only smiley. I wish they did a little bit more with that. But his character is like a pretty good psycho, and he's pretty funny. His character makes a Conor McGregor makes a callback to his own nickname. He calls Jake Gyllenhaal's character Dalton. He says the notorious Dalton, like Eldwin or something. And I was like, oh, that's funny. They did the whole "don't let no one get this close," and I'm like, okay, chill, son. Where is he in this movie? Overall, I mean, I think the movie could have been longer, or if not longer, it could have been like paced better. Could have had like a little bit. They could have distributed the time to certain things more evenly. Um, the reviews. What did the reviews say? Typical shallow nonsense that underlines 1 out of 5. I don't think it was a 1 out of 5. This guy went in with, all right, whole yap fest, whole yap fest. No one wants to hear that. 5 star, a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a fun. I'm gonna start with the title. It was wrong for this movie. It should have been Car Crash. No, it shouldn't have been. Roadhouse is a good movie. It was fine. I like the fight scenes a lot. Did a there's a literal point like towards the end where McGregor like he takes up his like stance that he had when he started, like the super like bladed like stance, and he does like the spinning kicks to the body. He does a He shoots a lot more takedowns in this movie than I remember him shooting in the UFC. I know he shot one on Nate Diaz, but I don't remember him shooting so many shooting so many takedowns in this in when he was when he was fighting. He shot a lot more takedowns. All jokes aside, the fight scenes were good. I think some of the stuff was like the fight scene that they had for the fight, like the one that was recorded at UFC 285. Uh, that was a little bit wonky. I wish they had him like not just standing on the fence like eating shots in a way that it would have slept him. I wish they had him kind of like covering up and getting hit through the guard and like kind of his legs buckling, and then he like throws a big counter shot, wobbling his opponent, and then throws another one, and then like when he flying knees, I wish they would have like had him like fall over, and then like kind of like Masvidal did with Ben Askren, and then throw the shots like while still kind of like on like on his knees, no, like on the ground throwing the shots. But in terms of the action, no real gripes. Thought it was fun. I think the I think the general consensus is like either you're too into movies, you think, oh, I want these movies to be great. This is going to be the greatest movie of all time, and then you're really disappointed because it's not. It was never going to be the greatest movie of all time. It was always just going to try and be a fun movie, and this was never supposed to be. And those who thought it was a fun movie really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fucking fun. Yeah, I would like to see some more plot points, but for the like for what it was like supposed to be and for like what it was worth, it was a fun movie. Also the initial title card, I think the initial title card was really good. He like closes the door and then it's like an all lights Roadhouse. And then the lights go out and the title card disappears and I'm like, "Oh, that's sick." Uh but overall, I think when McGregor is done fighting, take up acting, dude. He did a really good like job as the villain. He did a genuinely really good job as the villain. Uh, I think he could portray. I think he could probably do like a more maybe plot-driven movie with a more in-depth character who was like a psycho. Because I think his character is supposed to be like a psycho. His character is supposed to be like a psychopath, and he portrayed it like really well. His character is like psychotic. He's actually fucking insane, and I think McGregor did it really well. So I think McGregor has his new thing for when he's done fighting. I think he's probably gonna not fight if he does fight Michael Chandler, you know, I would. I couldn't really care who wins that fight. I could see a reason for for wanting both to win that fight in my eyes, but I think if Chandler loses that, then you can't retire on a loss. So fight Mateus Gamrot if you lose, because I think he could kick the shit out of Mateus Gamrot, Michael Chandler. But I think I don't think McGregor's gonna fight past his two fights left on his contract. And if he does, I think he's probably gonna be like, I want a one fight contract. Let me fight Makachev. Because if let's say he fights Chandler and he beats him, they're probably gonna give him a more fun fight. So they might just do RDA versus McGregor because that was a fight that was supposed to happen. It's like, oh, Rafael dos Anjos versus Conor McGregor. That's an amazing fight. So that would be good, but hopefully McGregor like stops his like substance abuse. He's clearly abusing substances, but Oh no, this would be a good gig for McGregor after he's done. I think he could play villains really well. I think they kind of like forced him to like exaggerate his like villainous a bit. So he kind of like it was kind of like overdone at times, but like if they had him like you know just like dial it down a little bit less, then I feel like it would have been like damn near perfect as a villain. But yeah, that was just my thoughts on the movie. Good job, McGregor. Overall decent movie. That'll be it. Peace.